Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel BIM for Construction. So as we have started in Revit architecture tutorial series for the architects and the civil engineer students, so we will be continuing this series, and in today's episode we will be discussing about how you can place a 3D model text on your particular rooms or the wall as per your requirement. So I will show you one sample. As you can see here, we are having one project in which this is a federated NWT model, and in this model, as you can see here, we are having a model text for each room. So it will be easy for every subcontractor to recognize which rooms we are looking. As you can see here, it is mentioning clearly Mail Mushalla and the number of these rooms. So this is how you can also place a 3D text as per your requirement also. Okay, after placing room text, because in the 2D plans we are placing only the room tag. Okay, but to show it in the 3D we have to place the model text. Okay, so this is how it is vary from the room tag functions, and it is very useful for the overview of large project. Okay, so if you want to quickly know that we are in the correct room, so this model text will help you to recognize the room name and number of that particular space as per this you can see in the federated model sample. Okay, so this is how it is useful. So now we will be discussing how you can place those model text. For that one, you have to simply go to architectural tab, then here in the model tab you are having an option to place model text. Okay, so right now whatever you will be typing here, it will be placing. Let's say we want to place a model text for the parking area. Okay, let's say this one, parking area. Okay, then it will be asking for the location where we want to place. Let's say this area we want to mention parking area. So this is how you can place model text, 3D model text. Now we want to change the parameters, like if you want to change the depth of this text, then you can change from here. Let's say if you want 150 depth, then the depth of this text will be increased. If you want to reduce, then you can reduce as per your requirement. Now if you want to change the material, then also there is a material parameter will be there. You can simply click on the by category, and from here you can choose the different material. So whatever material you want to choose, you can choose from here. Okay, let's say this one will be choosing some like here, this one polished. Okay, so now the material will be updated as per the new. Now if you want to change the text height and style, then also here you can change the sizes. Let's say if you want only it to be 2 feet, then we can mention the 2 feet. If you want to change the text font, you can change the text font from also here. From also, if you want it to be bold or italic, you can mention as per your requirement. Okay, this all data you can control. Let's say we have mentioned here the sizes and all as per our this one. Okay, so now let me do it 1 feet only. Okay, now let's say if you want to place those text on the walls, not on the floors, because placing on floor will be easy for you. From here again you can create similar, and you can mention the next, like it is hall, and you can also mention the number. Let's say whatever the number you want to mention, like 01. You can simply click OK, and you will be choosing again the surface here. Right now it is placed on the level 0 reference. So if you go to any of the section views, let's say this section view we are checking, so let me show you from the front section view. Okay, this one. So if I do wireframe, so you can see here we are having model text right now here. Okay, and we want to show it above the floor. So for that one you have to simply, okay, so you have to simply select this text. Now you will be going in 3D again, pick new. This time we will not be picking work plane, because if you will be clicking on work plane, it will pick a level 0 or the ground floor as a work plane, and it will be placing directly on the level 0. But after level 0 level, we are having a floor thickness there, slab thickness. So above that slab thickness we want to place this text, so it is visible to everyone. So now pick new, will be selecting the face, not the work plane here. So this time we'll be clicking on the face of the floor, and it will be placed on the top of the floor. Okay, so this is how you can place for each room. Let's say if you want to place for the next room, then you can simply use the cs command, or you can simply also use the copy command. Then here again you can mention it as a different, like room, then you can mention it as a 02 number. So this is how you can place the 3D model text. Now if you want to place the 3D model text on the wall, so how you can place this? For that one, if you go here in the architectural tab and if you click on the model text, again it will be, let's say this one model text right now we are placing, it will not show you an option to place on the wall, because right now it is placing based on the level. Okay, it is considering that level as work plane and it is using that work plane to place the model text. So to place it on the wall, let's say if you choose this one also and if you pick new option also, then this time it will be showing you an option to place on the wall. Because why? Because now we are using the face option. Okay, but whenever you are going in the architecture tab and you are clicking on the model text, this time the first option it will be using only as a work plane, okay, not as a face. So after creating, you can pick new again, then you can click on the face plane. Okay, so this is how you can place on the wall also. Now another option to place on the wall is that here you can see to enable work plane, what are the work plane right now we are having. So to enable that work plane, you can simply go here and you can click on the show. So if you go and if I remove the section box, this blue boundary, you can see this is our work plane grid for this particular view. Okay, so right now it is placed on the level 0 level itself. That's why whatever text we are placing, they are taking this work plane as a reference and they are placing initially over this work plane. Later on we can choose those model text and we can pick new faces or work plane as per our requirement. Okay, so you can show and unshow from here. Okay, and if you don't want to show it in your 3D view, then you can uncheck from here and you can open this viewer box, so it will be showing you that your work plane is perpendicular to this your work plane is top view. Okay, so whenever you are looking from the building from the top view, this is your work plane. So whatever will the text you are placing, it will be placed on this work plane at level 0. Okay, so you can also enable this viewer option. Now if you want to set a particular work plane from your end, let's say if you want to place a text here, somewhat here, and here this location we don't have any wall, but still we need to place. So how you can place that one? For you have to simply go to your ground floor. We'll be creating here a reference plane. First of all, we have to create a reference plane. Okay, after creating that reference plane, we have to rename it. Let's say we'll be renaming it as a 0002, whatever you can rename as per your requirement. Okay, then you have to select the category. From here right now it is none, so you can go with that one. After that you will be going to the 3D view again. Now you will be selecting this again and you will be clicking on the pick new. Okay, now first of all we have to set the work plane. Right now the work plane for this view is that we have shown already, that is the top. You can see here from the top, this is our work plane for this view right now. Now we want to change that work plane to be as per this reference line that we have created. So for that one we will be going to 3D again. We will be selecting from here set work plane. Okay, now you will be choosing pick a plane. Either you can choose pick a plane, so in that case whatever with the wall faces you will choose, it will create a plane according to that one. But for this time we want to set this work plane based on the name, because we'll be searching for the same reference plane name that we have created recently. So we'll be clicking on the reference plane 0002 and now this work plane will be created as per our reference line. Okay, so this work plane is created. Now you can simply go here again, CS model text, whatever you want to write. Now whatever you will be placing, it will be placed as per that new work plane. So you can see here. Okay, now you can change the height as per your requirement if you want to move. So this text is placed directly on this let me show you, on this reference plane that we have created. So with the by creating a reference plane, we have assigned this reference plane a work plane and then we have placed the model text over that work plane. So this is how you can place also a vertical text. Now you, if you want to move this reference plane, then you can simply move on the wall also. Okay, and the text will be assigned to that work plane. or whatever the element you have assigned to that work plane will also be shifted as per that one. So you can see here we have placed the model text tag on the wall also. So this is how you can play with the reference plane. Okay, so this is also an important part. So in this video we have discussed about how you can place the model text, then how you can create the work plane as per your requirement. And one more thing, this work plane that we have created is not only useful for placing the model text. Also, if you want to place any elements like any fixture, let's say this is our lightning fixture, and if you want to place with the help of cs command, then you are having two options: place on the face. So whatever face you will choose, let's say this wall face, then you can simply place it here. If you want to choose this floor face, you can simply place here. And if you want to align to any particular angle direction and that is hard to align your lightning fixture, then you can simply create a reference plane and you can use this option, place on the work plane. Now if you see here, this lightning fixture is placing on the work plane that we have created. So this work plane we have created, and the lightning fixture, as you can see here, we can place on that work plane also. So this is how you can place like this, place on the work plane. Without this work plane, it is not we will not be able to place such kind of lightning fixture if we are not having any kind of wall or any kind of support to mount that lightning fixture as a host. So this is the another benefit of having the work plane or the reference plane as per your requirement. Thank you guys for watching.